Okay, it is Tuesday. Hi, welcome back to my house. Today we are going to continue talking about what we started talking about yesterday, which is data and data sets. Yesterday we practiced using a data set to find the mean, which is the average of that data set. Today we're going to talk about the median. That seems so far away. I'm gonna scoot you guys a little bit closer. Really, before we get started, this is my email, KIPORTER@GCCSCHOOLS.com. Please send me your work every day. Please. You can send it through email. You can take a picture of it and send it through Class Dojo. You can have somebody take a picture of it and then send it back to my email. All of that is available to you. And if you need help, of course, you can send me an email. We can do a Google Meet, do one of those video conferences. If you are stuck with something, if you don't understand something, I figured out yesterday how to share my screen. So I think that will be really helpful. Please don't forget to send me your work, because if you don't send me your work, I don't know that you're doing it. Of course, my bosses are asking who's doing their work and who's not doing their work. And I want to turn in good numbers and everybody has done their work and nobody's in trouble. So please don't forget to send me your work. Even if you're doing it on a piece of paper, take a picture of it with somebody's phone, send it to me, that counts. We'll take however you're comfortable doing it. Okay, so I'm gonna scoot a little closer here. Okay, yesterday we started learning about data, and data is just information in numbers. Sometimes that's called numerical information. You have all kinds of numerical information in your life. Your age is a number about you. That's data. Your shoe size is numerical information. Your phone number is numerical information. Any information that is in numbers, that's numerical information. And a fancy word for numerical information is data. Okay? So here's a bunch of data down here. When you have a collection of data like that, all put together, that is called a data set. So we've got 6, 6, 7, 5, 9, 11, 5, 6. They're not in order. They're just all scrambled up because we've just collected some information. If you sent out an email to everybody today and said, everybody send me your shoe size, you might get a whole bunch of numerical information back. That would be your data. It wouldn't all be in order. It would kind of be like scrambled up and everything. That's okay. That's just called a data set. Now yesterday, or if you're watching these, I posted another video, my first YouTube video. Yesterday we figured out how to find the mean, which is sort of like the average of all of the numbers in your data set. So the mean, right here, if you can see this, the mean is the average of the data set. And as you've practiced, I hope you've done it and practiced, in order to find, I don't have all the markers I thought. In order to find the mean, you have to add up all the numbers in the data set and then divide by how many pieces of data you had. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you were going to find the mean of this data, you would add them all up and then divide by 8, because that's how many you were given. So the mean Step 1, add all the data to get a total. Step 2 is going to be divide by how many pieces of data you have. That's how many numbers you were given in the data set. So you got to count up the numbers in your data set, and that's the number you're going to divide by. Okay, so add all the data, get a total, divide by the quantity of data in your data set. Okay, that was mean. That's what we did yesterday. Okay, today we're gonna do mean, and I might throw in a little mode there because they're both pretty quick, and it'd be easier to do one video than two videos. So the median is a different thing. You're gonna take the same, you use the same data set that you were given, and if it says find the median is the number that is the most in the middle if you put all of the numbers in numerical order. So if you were gonna take all of these numbers and put them on a number line, whichever one is directly in the middle after you've put them into number order, that number is your median, okay? So it's the middle number or the middle piece of data. Okay, so this part is dry erase. Let me angle this down a little bit. I'm gonna rearrange all of these numbers. I'm gonna rewrite all the numbers, but I'm gonna write them in number order because right now they're all mixed up. You've got 6, 6, 7, 5, that's all mixed up. So let's rewrite them in number order. Okay, a fancy way of saying in number order is chronological order. You might see that on a state test or on a Performance Matters quiz. So if it says chronological order, that is the same as number order. So here we've got 6, 6, 7, 5, 9, 11, 5, 6. So it looks to me like our smallest number is 5. So let's kind of squish in down here. 5, and then I have another 5. So those are gone. 5, 5. Then I have 3 6s. 1, 2, 3. So let's copy those down. Then a 7. Then 9. And then 11. Did I get them all? 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, 7, 9, 11. Okay, I got them all. So now they're in number order, chronological order. So I'm gonna look at them and I'm gonna try to figure out which one is the most in the middle. So not these, those are not in the middle. You're just gonna start from the outside in. So boom, 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 boom. In the middle, I have 2 6s. So the median is just gonna be 6. That's the number that's most in the middle. That's called the median. It's easy. Okay, let's try it again. Let's move this over here. Okay. Now, let's go up. Here's data set number 1. Okay? Here we come, closer to you. Data set number 1. Okay? These are all separate numbers. It's not one big, long, crazy number. I need to rearrange these in number order so that I can find the median. Okay? So if you look, sometimes it's easiest to just say this one's smallest, this one's less, this one's the greatest number, and then rearrange them. 1, I think our next numbers are gonna be 4, 4, 5, and then 8. Double check me, but those are in chronological order. Which is a fancy way of saying number order. Okay, if these were on a number line, that's how they would look. There would be a lot of space between them, of course, but we're not going to worry about that right now. So now the median is the number that's the most in the middle. So you can probably just pause it and kind of count from the outside in which one's directly in the middle. Uh-oh. Oh no. So I'm looking and it looks to me like these are both in the middle. So there's not one number that's exactly in the middle that was part of my data. So what you do, if you've got a data set that has an even number of pieces, there's not one number that's right in the middle. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 numbers in this data set. So the median is going to be directly in the middle. What's in the middle of 4 and 5? If I have $4 and you have $5, what would be the exact middle of the amounts that we have? It would be 4.5. Or another way to write that is 4 5/10. Now just looking at that, you know it because 4 and 5 are pretty close to each other. The other way that you could figure this out, if it wasn't so obvious to you and you couldn't just do it for mental math, is you would find the average of these two numbers. You would find the mean. So 4 plus 5 is 9, and then 9 divided by 2, well, you guys know. 9 goes into 2 4 times. That's, wait a minute. 9 divided by 2, I put the divisor in the wrong place. 9 divided by 2, 2 goes into 9 4 times. 2 times 4 is 8. Subtract that. You've got 1, and then because we're 5th graders, we keep going. We don't just do a remainder. You guys can't see that. Holy guacamole. Okay, so we put a decimal, a 0, bring down the 0, 2 goes into 10, 5 times. So if you find the average of those two numbers, it's not that hard because you're just dividing by 2. You're only ever going to have 2 numbers stuck in the middle. So our median here is 4.5, or 4 5/10, or 4.5, however fancy you want to get. So that's how you do it. I think we should try the very first one on your assignment today. We'll do it together. Then you'll already have the first one. You'll see how I can do it, or I do it on my page. Oh, and we were going to talk about mode. Mode is the number that shows up the most in your data set. Which data piece do we have the most of? In this data set, it's 4 because we have 2 of them. That's the mode. That's all you got to do. Which one's the most? Sometimes there's not one. Sometimes it's just, they're all the same. We'll talk about that more tomorrow when we're in mode. Okay, so let's look at, this is your work for today. It's in your Google Drive. The very first problem on your sheet, let's be done with this data set. New data set. Number 1, we have 8, 2, 2, 9, 3, 8, 3, 5. Okay, so if we're going to find the median, the very first step is we're going to rewrite the whole set. We're going to rewrite all of these in chronological order. So look and see if you can tell what's the largest number we have in this data set and which number is the least. It looks to me like 9. And I'm going to go ahead and mark it out, because if I don't mark it out, I know that I might overlook it. I might write one twice because I'm excited to be done. So I have 9, I marked out 9. I've already used that. Then I have 2 twice, 2, 2, mark them out. Then I have 3 and 3, mark them out. And then I have 5 is the next largest, and then 8. Make sure you put commas between them so this doesn't look all like one gigantic number. It's not. These are separate numbers. They all have 1 digit. They're not, they don't belong to each other. So we've rewritten them. Now they're all in numerical order, chronological order. And let's see if we can count in. The one that's in the very center is 3. So the median is 3. Easy. Okay. So that's the first one on your page. I think the easiest way to do your math assignment today might be just to make a copy of the document. That way you can copy the entire data set and then rewrite it underneath the data set that you were given so that you can rewrite them in numerical order. And then you can literally just on your screen go boop, 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 boop. Now, if you've got a data set that has an even number of pieces, you might have to find the mean of those 2 middle numbers. Does that make sense? The number that's right in between. Let's pretend we don't have this 9. Boop, boop. Well, then it's 3 again. So let's pretend we don't have that 8 either. Okay, 1, 2. Well, now it's 3 again. Gosh, this is the wrong example to use. Let's just make one up. Or let's use the next, problem. 7, 3, 6. 7, 3, 6. 4, 4. 8, 4, 4. Holy cannoli, that's a lot of 4s. If this was mode day, 4 is definitely the mode because we have the most of those. Okay, let's rewrite them in chronological order. 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Then 6. Then 7, then 8. Okay, 1, 2, I mean, it's gonna be 4 for sure. 1, 2, 3. 2 4s are in the middle, but that's the same number, so you don't really have to average them. Let's pretend it was just these guys. 6, 7, and 8. Or let's put 1. 1, 6, 7, 8. Here's my new data set. If you needed to figure out which number is exactly between 6 and 7, you would just add them together and then divide by 2. It's gonna be 6.5, you know that, because they're pretty close together on the number line and you can sort of imagine it. But that's how you figure it out. Gosh, I thought this was gonna be a shorter video and it's not. Please, please, please send me an email if you're struggling, if it doesn't make sense to you. I'll be happy to help you. I'll send you a link. I'll do a video conference, whatever you need, until noon today. There are going to be a couple of days, it turns out, where I can't be available all morning because my bosses and other teachers are scheduling meetings during that time that I have to be like in a Zoom conference or a Google Meet or something like that. But I promise I will try to get to you as soon as I can. Okay? So that's it. Have a good day.